Of course. Of course. Of course it goes down like that. Of course it ends like that. Of course, for the third week in a row, we have to get the get the bone shoved down our throat, and then we bite down on it, and then it just gets pulled out of our mouth right as we're about to actually sink our teeth into it. We got the treat in our mouth, and again, just rip it out. Okay, so I'm already in a bad mood because I had some videos I was going to post this afternoon, but I couldn't because my internet wasn't behaving. For all I know, it still isn't. So if you're watching this video right after the Saints game ended, then I guess it's fixed now. But if not, then I'll get this up whenever I can. But so game wrapped up like 2 minutes ago, 13-10 in favor of the Saints, and this team has a way of pulling you in, even in a game like this where I went in with very low expectations. My expectations were at the bottom of the ocean, and then they suck you in. Uh, it it grabbed me. You know, I went into this game being like, okay, whatever, we're gonna lose. I know we're gonna lose. We have a much worse team than the Saints. We don't have our best player, whatever, of course, but then you see the defense actually play a solid game. Carroll, it took you 6 weeks, but you figured out the run defense. Alvin Kamara, 2.5 yards a pop. Less than 100 yards on the ground for the Saints. So, hey, maybe if we give him another 6 weeks, he'll figure out how to stop the pass, too, and maybe we'll actually have a good defense in time for us to finish the season on a 3-game winning streak and go 6-11 or 7-10. This defense actually goes out and plays a really good game. 13 points against a Saints offense. I'm not going to pretend like they're anything like they were when Breeze was in his prime, but they're still a good offense. They dropped 38 on Green Bay. They've had some other good games. Like, that's a legitimately good game. And then I talked about this team's football IQ last week against the Steelers, about how low it is. They just found an even stupider way to lose a game. And this offense doesn't even need a discussion. I don't even need to talk about this offense. 3 points outside of one 84-yard touchdown that came in the first 5 minutes. Like, so, that's a quick and dirty summary, but this defense, it just infuriates me because they played so well. They played a good game. They got some pressure on Jameis. Not a lot, but some. I was happy with some of the things they were doing on the front lines. Dunlap got a sack. Rasheem Green got back in the action in terms of pressuring the opposing quarterback. I saw Jamal make some good plays out there for once in his life. Like, you can't really say too much bad about Jamal after this game. He played well. He did his thing. Diggs did his thing. Corners got beat once or twice. Yeah, okay. You're playing against Sean Payton, a Sean Payton offense. They're going to draw some stuff up to beat you sometimes. But 13 points. Again, dominant against the run. Kamara couldn't get nothing going on the ground. And really, other than one drive right before the end of the half, which I got to be perfectly honest here, I was in the crapper during that drive. I came out just in time to see them score the touchdown. And I'm scratching my head wondering, I left right after we punted. How did this happen so fast? I don't know what happened on that drive totally, but other than that one drive, which, as near as I could tell, was mostly Kamara just destroying us with screens and checkdowns and dump-offs, we made them work, man. Their first field goal drive, they had to fight like crazy just to get down there. They had to go for it on 4th down twice. I know it's frustrating to not stop them, but we made them labor for that. And it all gets destroyed because we are the dumbest team in the league. We are the dumbest team in the league. 4 first downs tonight by penalty, including 2 on the game-winning drive. Al Woods, What the hell is Al Woods doing tonight? There were like 3 different times tonight where he either didn't know whether or not he was supposed to be on the field, or he jumps off sides. And I know people are going to put that on Puna. Fine, go ahead, put it on Puna too. Whatever. But Al Woods has been around. Al Woods is a long-time NFL veteran. What the hell is he doing? How are we still having these personnel miscommunications where we don't know who's supposed to be on the field, or we don't know where we're supposed to be, where Jamal Adams is still running around yelling at people and Bobby Wagner's trying to tell people where to go? It's game 7. It's game 7. How do you not know where you're supposed to be? How do you not know where to line up? Ridiculous. Wasting timeouts on offense. Geno Smith, I'll get to him in a second, but get the ball out of your hands, you moron. I'm not asking you to make plays. You made one big play in this game, the big play to Metcalf, and I was like, okay, I'm not going to ask for any more big plays from Geno the rest of the game. Just get the ball out of your hands. I know the announcer tried to make an excuse for Blair's personal foul on 3rd down that kept the drive alive, but I saw a play that was already dead, and then he just goes in. I guess he's trying to lead with his shoulder. I don't know. All I know is that play was done already. Like, just let the play end. Like, or go up and wrap up on Jameis. Don't spear him. Don't put yourself in a situation where that can happen. Little things like that. Like, this is just, it's such a dumb football team. And on a night like tonight, when they played a great game on defense, they legitimately played well. They got some pressure, like I said. They did a great job against the run. They didn't give up any huge plays in the passing game, other than I think the one check down to Kamara where Ryan Neal got beat. That's as good as I can hope for. And if that's a sign of things to come for the rest of this season, then I hate to even try to look for the crappy lining in the silver cloud, but you're not going to fire Ken Norton that way, because the defense will be, by and large, doing its job. But stupid. Just the stupidity of this team. It just makes these games infuriating to watch. And if there's any referendum you need on Pete Carroll, because I understand that people are going to look at this game and go, hey, you only lost by 3. These games are close. Hey, these games are coming down to the last couple of plays. These games are coming down to the last couple minutes. Watch the games and tell me there's a stupider football team than us. 4 first downs for the Saints tonight by penalty. We almost had more penalty yards than the Saints had rushing yards. Probably. I don't know. But it's not even just the penalty yards. It's when the penalties happen. Al Woods jumping off sides when you're lined up right over the ball. You know when it's going to get snapped. Just look down and wait for the ball to move. And don't get me wrong, the referees were pretty bad tonight. And I'm not even saying for the Saints or against the Saints. It was pretty bad both ways. They missed a false start on a 4th and 1 conversion by the Saints. They called a roughing the passer on Marcus Davenport, where I think he put his hand on Geno and Geno flopped. And even with the flop, it didn't look that bad. Like, there was some crap going on out there, don't get me wrong, but this is a very dumb football team right now. The dumbest. And mostly everything I went over, that's just the defense. So the defense plays a really good game and then finds a way to do enough stupid mistakes to blow the game. The offense, they don't even really get a chance to make the mistakes. Although they make them anyway, they don't need the mistakes to still have a crap game. 3 points after the admittedly very nice 84-yard DK Metcalf touchdown. Good for him. Good for Geno. Good for the offensive line for blocking for it. And then nothing. We run the ball into a brick wall the whole game. Alex Collins may as well be just getting the ball and falling down at the line of scrimmage every play. What he did in that game was not that much more effective than that. You're telling me you don't watch tape, you don't study the tape, you don't study the stats, and you don't see that, hey, this Saints defense, they're really good against the run. You don't have your starting guard. You don't have your starting running back, although, granted, he's not playing as well as Collins right now. Maybe, just maybe, you're going to have to air it out a little bit in this game. You're going to have to let come what may. If Gino turns it over a few times, then so be it. But you can't win this game grinding the ball on the ground. You're not going to score any points that way. That didn't occur to you. We had sequences where we ran the ball 8 times in a row. I know Gino, as this game went on, his game just went into crapper. But, I mean, if that's how you feel, if you think so little of Gino that you're going to completely take the ball out of his hands like that, then either put in another quarterback or run Wildcat in the second half. I'm not even going to try to blame Waldron for running the ball 8 million times into a brick wall. That has to be Pete. I know this team well enough. I know this coach well enough. It had to be Pete. I know the weather's bad. I know the wind was a factor. But what a joke of a game plan against maybe the best run defense in the NFL. And even when we had little things going here or there, every first down we're running the ball. And every second down is like 2nd and 9, 2nd and 10, 2nd and 8. Never a second and easy. You just got to let it go sometimes. And I understand. Don't get me wrong. Gino was pretty bad tonight. Especially as the game went on. I thought he was losing all his confidence. He looked really uncomfortable. He was taking stupid sacks. He took a really bad sack that pushed us to a 53-yard field goal that Myers missed. And, Myers, there's another guy I need to go after a little bit before this video ends. And I hate to do it because I like Myers, but, yeah, we'll get to him. But get the ball out of your hands. I don't need you to make a play, dude. I'm not asking you to hit DK Metcalf in double coverage for a 40-yard touchdown. Just don't make the negative play. Don't take the stupid sack that ruins the drive. Just chuck the ball out of bounds or chuck it at Alex Collins' feet. Shouldn't be that hard. That's all I'm asking of you. I'm not asking really much of anything of Gino. Just do that. It's so weird that we almost won this game, that we lost it by 3 points, that the game came down to the last couple minutes, and I'm sitting here just so irritated because this team is dumb. This is a dumb team. And this would be a dumb team with Russell Wilson. Yes, it would be somewhat less dumb because, Gino, as much as Wilson takes stupid sacks that he doesn't need to take, Gino, he's worse at it somehow, which I was not expecting. Somehow, someway, Geno Smith, I guess he learned stuff from Wilson because he's playing like Wilson. He's hitting some big plays, but he's screwing up these routine things. This would still be a dumb team with Wilson. And we might win these games, we might not, but we would still be dumb. We would still be dumb enough to have Al Woods not knowing whether or not he's supposed to be on the field and then false starting or jumping off sides in crucial situations. Still have Marquise Blair going for a spear on Jameis Winston when all he needs to do is go in there and, finish the tackle. Still have a... Okay, I'll admit the weather was bad tonight. That played a part in things, but you got to come with something better than I'm just going to hand the ball off into a brick wall over and over and over again. That's really all I got for this one. This is as close to a rant as you're going to get from me right now because, quite simply, that game made me mad. This defense plays their best game of the season by far. They win the turnover battle. They force a turnover. They don't just let a turnover happen to them. They force a turnover. Great play. They get some pressure. Like I said, the run defense, beautiful. And the defense is still stupid enough to mess it up. But this offense is atrocious enough to make it so, honestly, even if they weren't stupid, it might not matter because this offense is stupid enough for both of them. And look, I know the weather's bad tonight, but what is up with Jason Myers this year? I mean, I knew he was going to regress, but I didn't think he was going to become a bottom tier kicker, which that's what he looks like right now. He's missing extra points, or he missed one, he's missed field goals. I knew he was going to regress, but come on. At least be average. You're getting paid a lot of money for a kicker, dude. I guess I shouldn't be that mad because now I can officially turn my focus towards the future of this team. I don't have to delude myself with hopes of the 7th wildcard or the 3rd wildcard spot. But I don't know. I wanted to win this game. I did. I said it in my pregame video, and I'll say it again. I wanted to win this game. There was an opportunity to do it. The team on one side of the ball played well enough to win it, and this team was just stupid enough to lose anyway. Well, if I can do a post-game stream, I will. If not, then you're probably not watching this video right after the game because I probably wasn't able to get it uploaded. So we'll see. We'll see what I can get up or what I can't get up. But either way, I will see you guys as soon as possible, and we will talk about this game. But yeah, not happy. But as always, go Hawks.